Today I turned 54 years old and I want to share a quick story. Age matters when you're doing what I'm doing in fitness. After all, we're not 20 years old anymore. Obviously, if I were in my 20s, it would be a lot easier just simply because of recovery time. But I do have some good, inspiring news for you. So stick with me. By the time you're 50, obviously your body's gone through a lot more wear and tear. That's what's so badass about what we're doing here, is showing those young guys that us older dudes could do it too. But this story isn't about my 20s. It's about when I was in my early 30s and I reached 218 pounds. It was actually the heaviest I've ever weighed in my life. It all started when my wife was pregnant with our second daughter, Kira. And instead of reeling things back in after she was born, I just kept on going. I ate too much, I drank too much, and I thought I could get away with it. But boy, was I wrong. Check out this photo here. I said to myself, holy crap, man, you're a chubby dude. That was the moment I said to myself, you need to change this. But that was the time I decided to join the gym. I lost all the weight and I got in really good shape and I felt like myself again. And I really owe a lot to two friends of mine. One was Nate, he was a bodybuilder. The other was a guy named Luke, he was a fitness trainer at the gym. I ended up becoming friends with them and they actually became my workout partners. Those guys taught me a ton. I learned so much from them and I'm forever grateful for that. But through my 40s, it all unraveled again. I slipped back into old habits. I started drinking a lot, which led to poor eating choices, and everything I built slowly faded away. But at that time, I didn't realize all that knowledge I gained in my 30s about getting fit was all still there just waiting to be tapped into. It's crazy how God works in your life, you know? When I turned 51, I flipped the switch for good, but the problem was I hadn't worked out consistently in like 10 years. I wasn't doing any kind of exercise at all. So basically I had to rebuild from the ground up because I had lost all my strength. I could barely do one push-up, and I'm not even joking. I was like devastated in my mind that I could barely get one clean push-up. It was pretty sad. Bad form, no control. It was ridiculous. Fast forward today, and I could do as many push-ups as I want. But for the sake of time and not to bore you to death, I'll cut it right here. Like I said, when I first got back to it, I could barely get one push-up. Really? I could get as many as I want in a day. I mean, pull-ups was a whole different story. I couldn't even get one pull-up, but I really wanted to get some pull-ups. It was an exercise I always wanted to get good at, get strong at. So since I couldn't get one, I started doing exercises like this to build my strength up. I did a lot of lat pull downs using resistance bands. Now I can knock out 17 to 18 pull-ups in a row, and I'm talking strict, clean pull-ups, and I could do 50 in a workout, doing 5 sets of 10 reps. It's pretty amazing, and I'm really proud of myself, to be honest. You could do this too. I mean, my kettlebell swings were completely laughable. Roll the old clip. I mean, they were bad, but it didn't keep me from trying, and that's what I'm always trying to tell you guys. Is just because it's not perfect doesn't mean you shouldn't try. But check out my swing now. I'm really proud of the progression I've made with it, and I'm still trying to get better every single day. It's not perfect, but what in life is? At least I'm out here trying, and that's what I want for you. These two kettlebells right here, 22 kg, 48 pounds. I never would have believed I could rack them up, let alone press them overhead. But here we are now. Let's rack them up. Woo! Boy, do things change. And these kettlebells here are my 28 kg, 62 pounds. At the beginning, in my wildest dreams, I never would have thought of throwing up these 28 kg, 62 pound kettlebells. But here we go. Woo! Definitely never thought about doing devil's presses at the beginning. Here we are now. Let's go. I'll cut this after I get a couple here, but I actually did do this in a workout this week, and it felt really dang good. I'm not showing you all this to brag and show off. It's not who I am. I'm a humble guy. Here's my message. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond, I just want you to see what's possible, and you didn't miss your chance. When you first start doing these things consistently, it's mind-blowing how resilient the human body is, that you will build strength, lose weight, and gain muscle, and be a lean, mean fighting machine even at our age. Let's go.